The Akita could be one of the strongest dog breeds in the world. People think of them as a noble and dignified breed, even though they look scary. In today's video, we count down the 10 interesting facts about the Akita dog breed. You are new to this channel, we would appreciate it if you could subscribe to our channel for more pet-related content and hit the notification bell to never miss a video. Let's dive in. Number 10. Helen Keller brought the Akita dog to America. Helen Keller may be the most important person who has ever fought for the rights of people with disabilities. The author, activist, and teacher who were deaf and blind were known for many things. Did you know, though, that Helen Keller liked dogs? She has had many different kinds of dogs throughout her life, including the German Shepherd, the Great Dane, and many others. But did you know that she is known for bringing the first Akita dog to the United States? In 1937, Keller went on a tour of Japan and talked about the problems she had faced and how she had been able to overcome them. During her time in Japan, she heard about Hachiko, a legendary Akita dog who waited at a train station for his owner for more than 9 years. Keller was very impressed by how loyal the dog was, and she wanted one of her own. So, before Keller left Japan, the government gave her an Akita puppy that they named Kamikaze. So Kamikaze was the first Akita dog to come to America. Number 9. At one time, only Japan's very rich could own an Akita. Not only did many of Japan's wealthy people own Akitas, but they also had a monopoly on them. If you were an aristocrat in Japan in the 17th century and had an Akita dog, there was no doubt about it. The rich were the only ones who could own these dogs, and their government made sure of it. It was just against the law for common people to have these dogs. Akitas were so respected that anyone who hurt one was sent to prison. And just like with children, the Japanese aristocrats would hire caretakers to pamper and spoil their pet Akita dog. But the law didn't let anyone own an akita-inu until the 19th century when the emperor changed it. Number 8. Akita dogs were almost gone twice. In the 1800s, the Akita dog almost went extinct because only rich people could afford them. When the Japanese government found out, they did everything they could to bring back the famous breed. It worked out in the end, but these Japanese dogs had to deal with similar problems before. Just as the population of these dogs was starting to grow in their home country, World War II came along and almost wiped them out again. During a war, the government told people to kill all dogs that were not in the military. The government only wanted to get German Shepherds as military dogs for some reason. Some people were able to hide their Akitas so they wouldn't be killed, but many more tried to save the breed by breeding Akitas with German Shepherds. Even the bombings and the famine that followed didn't help the breed, but after everything, the breed was brought back to life. Number 7. Akitas have been well known for how loyal they are. The Akita dog may be the most well-known dog when it comes to loyalty. The true story of Hachiko the Akita is a great example of this. A professor from Tokyo Imperial University took care of the dog when it was a puppy. The owner would take the train to work every day, and the Akita would wait for him at the train station. For a few years, this happened every day. But when the owner died at work one day, Hachiko didn't give up. The Akita waited every day for more than 9 years at the same train station until he died. Number 6. The Akita dog breed is the subject of a museum. Akitas are very popular in Japan, especially because of the story of Hachiko. People love these dogs so much that there is a museum just for them. The museum is actually in Odate, Japan, which is where Hachiko was born. The museum not only tells the story of a local legend, but also promotes the breed as a whole. Inside, there is a lot of art, writing, and other information about these amazing dogs. Even real Akitas are there to greet people. Number 5. The Akita breed is still too new for insurance companies to trust it. By far, the most common pet in the world is a dog. There are more than 90 million dogs in American homes alone. But what's shocking is that about 4.5 million people get bitten by dogs every year in the United States. When a dog bites someone and hurts them, homeowners' insurance claims are usually made. But there are some dog breeds that insurance companies won't cover, even though the list may be different for each insurance company. Akitas are one of the breeds that show up most often. The Doberman, the Rottweiler, the German Shepherd, the Siberian Husky, the Great Dane, and the Pit Bull Terrier are all other breeds. This doesn't mean your Akita is a dangerous dog by nature. It just means they need to meet more people and learn how to behave earlier. Number 4. In Japan, Akitas were trained to fight. Dog fights are still popular in Japan's rural areas, but they are illegal in big cities like Tokyo and Osaka. Even though the Tosa-inu is the best dog fighter in Japan, the Akita-inu has also played a role in this underground scene. Many Akita fighters were made by crossing Akitas with Tosas. These dogs were called Shin Akitas. These dogs were not only strong like the Akita-inu, but they were also tough like the Tosa-inu. Some of the best fighters in the canine kingdom were among them. Even though we don't like dog fighting, it's good to know that dog fights in Japan aren't the usual fight to the death match. Number 3. The Akita-inu is the national dog breed of Japan. There's no doubt that the Akita-inu has a long and interesting history in Japan, where it comes from. It makes sense that they are the country's official dog breed. The Japanese government gives these dogs to other countries as diplomatic gifts. In 2012, for example, Japan gave Russian President Vladimir Putin an Akita-inu as a thank you for all of Russia's assistance following the 2011 earthquake. Even though 6 Japanese dog breeds are considered national treasures, the Akita is the best of the bunch and has been named the national breed. The Shiba, Hokkaido-inu, Kaiken, Kishu-inu, and Shikoku are the other 5 breeds. Number 2. The Akita dog breed in Japan is not the same as the one in the United States. The Japanese Akita dog is the dog that gave rise to the American Akita. When these dogs came to America, there was a strong preference for bigger dogs and a growing trend toward them. So they were crossed with popular breeds like the German Shepherd to make them bigger. Still, the 2 types of Akitas have a lot in common, even though they are different breeds. The American Akita is bigger than the Japanese Akita. Aside from their sizes, the most obvious difference is in the shape of their faces. The heads of American Akitas are much wider, and their eyes are smaller. On the other hand, Japanese Akitas tend to have almond-shaped eyes and a more fox-like face. Number 1. According to Japanese legend, samurais frequently reincarnate as Akitas. The Japanese samurai were seen as some of the most honorable and well-trained warriors in history. They were famous for their legendary code of honor, which said that they would rather die than lose their honor. But did you know that the Akita-inu was the inspiration for the samurai? At the beginning of the story, an Akita-inu was given to the Japanese emperor as a gift. He liked the Akitas so much that they became an important part of the culture of the imperial samurai. So, before these dogs were only owned by the rich, they were only owned by samurai soldiers for almost 500 years. Samurais were so taken with the Akita-inu that a story started to spread that warriors could come back to life as Akitas. They thought that if a samurai died dishonorably in battle, he would often get a second chance in the next life by being born in Akita. This gives them another chance to die while protecting their masters, who were, of course, samurai warriors. So, what's your favorite fact about Akita-inus? Did we forget to mention anything interesting about these dogs? Tell us what you think in the section below. If you liked this video, then subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned for upcoming videos. Till then, take care. Thanks for watching.